reading the label on some magic soap. It said, Mark Spitz is a prophet. I always knew Mark Spitz was a famous swimmer. I never knew Mark Spitz was a prophet. Mark Spitz is a prophet, and there is nothing you can do to stop it. It says so on a bottle of magic soap. Mark Spitz is a prophet. I called Mark Spitz up on the telephone. I said, hey, I just heard you were a prophet, man. I said, Mark, please tell me when the world will end. He said, God damn it, I'm not a prophet. Mark Spitz is a prophet, and there is nothing he can do about it. It says so on a bottle of magic soap. Mark Spitz is a prophet. Mark Spitz called up the magic soap company. He said, God damn it, quit saying I'm a prophet, man. The guy at the soap company said there's nothing he can do. Mark Spitz said, God damn it, and filed a lawsuit. Mark Spitz is a prophet, and there is nothing he can do to stop it. It says so on a bottle of magic soap. Mark Spitz is a prophet. Mark Spitz is a prophet, and a lawsuit's not gonna stop it, 'cause a lawsuit don't make you not a prophet. And Mark Spitz is definitely a prophet. It says so on a bottle of magic soap. So that's I have to tell you, on Dr. Bronner's soap, there's some vague reference to Mark Spitz being a prophet, and in fact, he did file a lawsuit against Dr. Bronner's soap, which just seems so stupid. But anyway,
Did he win?
it's not over. I mean, I don't know. When I told my 5-year-old what a prophet is, she asked me what a prophet was, and I said, it's a person who can talk to God. And she goes, I want to be a prophet. So I don't get what his problem is, but anyway.
That's a bad precedent to set with a 5-year-old, I think. Keep an eye on it. That's all I'm saying.
And that's a reasonable definition, right?
It's perfect.
The second time I interrogated her, I told her I needed the truth about her and Willard and just what happened in Mrs. Mink's closet. Mrs. Mink's closet, that's where it all started. Mrs. Mink's closet, oh, I gotta get to the bottom of it. Willard was serving time for assault when Nadine noticed him. He was working out in the yard, and he said he really liked how she dressed. He said, I really like how you dress. Nadine smuggled him marijuana, tobacco and shoes. And one night they snuck into Mrs. Mink's closet and shared their first kiss. They shared a sweet kiss. Mrs. Mink's closet, that's where it all started. Mrs. Mink's closet, oh, I gotta get to the bottom of it. Mrs. Mink was the prison administrator. Her office was in the back. Nadine and Willard made love in her closet for nearly 2 years. It was 2 years before they got caught. I asked Nadine how it was possible Mrs. Mink never caught on. Nadine said she had no idea, but maybe Mrs. Mink knew all along. Maybe she knew all along, and maybe she didn't care, or maybe it turned her on. Yeah, maybe it turned her on. Okay, we got 2 more new ones, and then I'm hoping Nellie is ready. Not too ready, of course, but we're